Are you new to photography? Are you unfamiliar with studio lighting, strobe lighting, and other lighting equipment? Shooting for your YouTube videos and you don't necessarily have the equipment for your video shoot or for your photo shoot or whatever the case may be. If you're new to photography, if you own a camera and you don't necessarily know about lighting, if this is you, these are 5 reasons why you should use natural light. So stay tuned. Do not forget to click this link right here for my website, okay? Tip number 1. For those of you who are beginners, this is a great way to self-teach yourself about how to shoot with lighting. What not easier way to do it with natural lighting? If that makes sense, self-teach yourself. To get the best out of using natural light, you want to observe a number of things. You want to observe the location and you want to observe the season. Keep in mind that with natural lighting, this changes. So with every location, the lighting will change. With every season, the lighting will change. If I'm shooting a shoot in the winter time, I won't have as much of that twilight lighting and that golden hour as I would in the summertime or the springtime or even in the fall time. So you need to become an observer of natural light or light. You want to keep in mind, how does the quality change? You want to know, how does the quantity of the light change? If there's a large amount of lighting during a certain hour, or if there's less lighting during a certain hour. So you want to keep these things in mind. Observe where you live, hour to hour, season to season. If you want to take natural light portraits, for example, then you have to work in the most flattering light. So this causes you to kind of play around and get to learn about what's the best hour to shoot. For us photographers, we call it the golden hour, which is between 11 to 12. At 12 o'clock, it's like the sunlight is very harsh, so I would say like from 10 to 12, 10:30 to 12 would be like the golden hour for me. This is a great way for you to learn about lighting, because if you can master using natural light, this can definitely help you when it comes to other areas of photography. So familiarize yourself with natural lighting. See what areas, what locations, what hour of the day is best, how to shoot your model, how to shoot your subject with natural lighting, what angles are best, how to move your subject in a way where even if you have a reflector, how that natural light kind of bounces off onto your subject to create an illuminance on this side of the face, different stuff like that. So this definitely will help you to self-teach yourself into gearing up and eventually transition into learning about studio lighting. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2. Light is linked to location and your subject. So a great thing about natural lighting is that you don't necessarily have to carry around tons of equipment or anything like that. You can go to an outdoor location and you can have a model, and literally your lighting is going to be linked with your location and with your subject. But remember that every season is different, so keep this in mind. Number 3, natural lighting is simple, it's easy, and it's free. Number 4, now the number 1 thing that determines a successful image is the relation between the client and the photographer. You can have the most beautiful girl, you can have the most handsome guy, you can have the most gorgeous outfit, bomb makeup, beat for the god. But if there's no communication and if there's no relation between the photographer and the subject or the client or the model, that can affect your image, believe it or not. So building a rapport with your client, especially if you're just starting out, is essential. If you are not experienced in studio lighting, you can take a substantial amount of time setting up equipment while your client is waiting. You're not engaging with her. Now she's on set, he or she is kind of awkward. You're so focused on having everything set up and checking the lighting that you're not engaging with your client. So that's going to affect the end result of your shoot. So with natural lighting, you won't be so distracted with having to worry about setting up. You won't be so distracted about, okay, let me check this, let me check that, especially if you haven't shot with someone before. And starting out, you have to learn that communicating and your rapport with the customer or your client or the model and your relationship with them will result in an amazing image. So this is another reason why I suggest using natural lighting, especially if you're starting out. So using natural lighting doesn't have you ignoring your model. It has you pretty much just worrying about where you would like to shoot, and it's simple, so you can effectively engage with your model. So keep that in mind. Number 5, natural lighting is beautiful. Natural lighting is one of my favorite lightings, besides my little ring light or whatever. So the great thing about it is that the uniqueness of natural lighting becomes one with your image, and that's untouchable. That's the difference between not using a flash. But it's one of my favorite lightings. I love shooting video in natural lighting. I love shooting images in natural lighting. It's something about that twilight, you know what I mean, of the sun that is uncomparable. And taking an image of that magical moment right when the sun is about to set on that horizon, y'all understand. So essentially learning how to use natural lighting and mastering that will help you in other areas of photography as you get your experience up and you become comfortable with this. So those 5 reasons alone is why I say that you should use natural lighting, especially if you're starting out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to click like, and please make sure to comment. Boo Boo Katie, do not forget. Okay? All right. And don't forget to subscribe, Boo Boo Katie.